Have you ever woken up at exactly 3:00 a.m., wide awake, wondering what's wrong with your body or your mind? You're not alone. And more importantly, you're not doing anything wrong. In fact, this early wake-up pattern is incredibly common among older adults. And today, we're going to talk about why, in a way that's clear, honest, and deeply respectful of your life experience. We'll explore 5 powerful reasons why your sleep might be shifting, and what your body may be trying to tell you when it wakes you at that quiet hour. Each reason holds a gentle message about your health, your emotions, and the rhythm of aging. So let's begin with the first one. Reason 1: reduced melatonin production and how to support it. Naturally, as we get older, one of the most common biological changes we face is a natural decline in melatonin, the hormone responsible for making us feel sleepy and helping us stay asleep through the night. In your younger years, melatonin production typically followed a strong rhythm, rising in the evening, staying high through the night, and dropping again in the morning. But as you pass 60 or 70, your brain begins to produce less of it, especially during the second half of the night. That's why so many older adults find themselves waking up at 3 a.m., even if they had no trouble falling asleep. The body is no longer producing enough melatonin to keep them in a deep sleep cycle. The result? A gentle nudge into wakefulness that feels sudden but is actually rooted in hormonal change. Real-life impact. Take Harold, age 72. Once a deep sleeper, he started waking consistently at 3:15 a.m. At first, he blamed stress or age, but after learning about melatonin decline, he realized his body wasn't broken. It was simply shifting. How to support melatonin production. After 70, dim the lights in the evening. Your brain responds to light. Bright rooms and screen time, phones, TV, tablets, can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, preventing melatonin from rising. Solution: use soft, warm lighting after 8 p.m. and avoid screens at least 60 minutes before bed. Keep your bedroom as dark as possible. Even a nightlight or hallway light can interfere with melatonin levels. Solution: use blackout curtains, cover LED clock lights, and consider a sleep mask if needed. Get natural daylight exposure in the morning. Melatonin relies on a healthy circadian rhythm. Seeing natural daylight early in the day helps regulate that cycle. Solution: sit by a window during breakfast or take a 15-minute walk before 10 a.m. Try a gentle evening walk. Light physical activity in the early evening helps balance your body's rhythm, reduces stress, and prepares the brain for nighttime rest. Solution: walk slowly around the block or garden about an hour after dinner. Consider a low-dose melatonin supplement, only with doctor's approval. In some cases, a very small amount of melatonin, 0.3 ml to 1 mg, can help ease nighttime wake-ups, but it's not for everyone. Solution: talk to your healthcare provider before trying any supplement. Reason 2: your sleep cycle has shifted. Welcome to the advanced sleep phase. Another powerful reason older adults wake up at 3 a.m. is something called advanced sleep phase syndrome, a natural shift in your internal clock that happens gradually as you age. In simple terms, your body starts getting sleepy earlier in the evening, sometimes even before 9 p.m., and finishes its full cycle of rest much earlier, around 2 or 3 a.m. So even though the world is still dark and quiet, your body believes, it's morning now, time to wake up. This isn't a disorder, It's a biological rhythm shift that becomes more common in people over 60. Unfortunately, most people don't realize it's happening, so they assume they're sleeping poorly, when in fact, their body is just operating on an earlier schedule. Real-life example. Let's take Charles, age 68, recently retired. Without the structure of a workday, he started eating dinner earlier, watching TV in a dim room, and heading to bed around 8:30 p.m. At first it felt peaceful, but after a few weeks, he began waking up at 3 a.m., fully alert, even though the sun hadn't risen. At first, Charles worried he had insomnia, but after learning about advanced sleep phase, he realized his body was simply completing its full 6 to 7 hour sleep cycle earlier than it used to. How to gently shift your sleep cycle. Later, stay up a little longer in the evenings. Pushing bedtime gradually, even by 15 to 30 minutes, can delay the start of your sleep cycle and push your wake-up time later. Solution: engage in calming, low-stress activities like reading, knitting, or listening to soft music under warm lighting. Use bright light. In the evening, light helps reset your circadian rhythm. Exposure to soft, bright light in the evening helps signal to your brain that it's not bedtime yet. Solution: turn on more lights during evening hours or use a light therapy lamp for 30 to 60 minutes between 6 to 8 p.m. Avoid napping after 3 p.m. Napping too late can make you sleepy earlier in the evening and reinforce the cycle. Solution: keep any naps to 20 to 30 minutes, and ideally before 2 p.m. Add light physical activity after dinner. A short walk or light housework after dinner can help energize your system and naturally push your sleep window later. Solution: try walking around the house or stretching for 10 to 15 minutes after cleaning up from dinner. Stay social later in the day. Quiet evenings can unintentionally make your brain wind down too soon. A brief phone call, watching a lighthearted show with someone, or playing a board game can keep your mind gently engaged. Solution: plan one small social activity in the evening a few times a week. Reason 3: physical discomfort or health issues are interrupting your sleep. Sometimes, waking up at 3 a.m. isn't about your hormones or body clock. It's your body quietly asking for attention. As we get older, we're more likely to experience chronic conditions, mild physical discomfort, or side effects from medications that don't bother us during the day, but suddenly become very noticeable in the quiet of the night. Your body is resting. There's no noise, no distractions, which means even small discomforts, like a full bladder, a sore hip, or a dry mouth, can wake you from deep sleep. This isn't a failure. In fact, it's your body doing what it's meant to do, alerting you when something needs care. Common physical disruptors that wake you at 3 a.m. Arthritis or joint pain from staying in one position too long. Acid reflux, especially if you ate dinner too late or lay down too soon. Muscle cramps, common in legs or feet at night, due to poor circulation or nutrient imbalance. Bladder urgency, the need to urinate more frequently due to age-related bladder changes or certain medications. Dry mouth or breathing issues caused by low humidity or medication side effects. Real-life example. Meet Eleanor, 76. She always considered herself a light sleeper, but for the past year, she's been waking around 3:30 a.m. needing to use the bathroom, sometimes twice a night. At first, she thought it was just part of aging. But after talking to her doctor, she learned that her blood pressure medication was affecting her hydration and increasing nighttime urination. With a small adjustment in her dosage time and adding an evening hydration routine, she now wakes up less and falls back asleep more easily when she does. What you can do to reduce physical sleep disruptions. Talk to your doctor about medication timing. Some medications, especially for blood pressure or heart health, cause frequent urination or dehydration when taken too late. Solution: ask if taking your medication earlier in the day could reduce nighttime side effects. Use pillows for better joint support. Aches and stiffness in hips, knees, or back can build during sleep. Solution: use a body pillow or place a soft cushion between your knees to relieve pressure on joints. Avoid eating too close to bedtime. Acid reflux is a major cause of 3 a.m. wake-ups. Solution: finish dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before lying down, and keep your head slightly elevated during sleep if you're prone to reflux. Stretch or walk gently before bed. This improves circulation and helps prevent muscle cramps or restless legs. Solution: try gentle stretching or a 5-minute walk around the house before bedtime. Adjust evening hydration. Don't stop drinking water, but be mindful of drinking large amounts right before bed. Solution: stay hydrated throughout the day and taper off in the evening. Empty your bladder just before sleeping. Improve bedroom comfort. Dry air, rough fabrics, or uncomfortable bedding can cause dry skin, itching, or general discomfort. Solution: use a humidifier, soft cotton sheets, and adjust your sleepwear for temperature control. Reason 4. Lifestyle habits that shift your sleep rhythm. Not every 3 a.m. wake-up is caused by biology or discomfort. Sometimes, it's simply the result of your daily habits gently nudging your internal clock forward, without you even noticing. After retirement, many older adults fall into quieter, more relaxed routines. Dinner might be earlier, physical activity might decrease, and evenings become less stimulating. On the surface, this sounds peaceful, and it is, but over time, these subtle shifts can quietly reprogram your body's sleep-wake cycle. Here's what often happens. You eat dinner around 5 or 6 p.m. By 7 p.m., the house is quiet. By 8 p.m., you're feeling sleepy, and before you know it, you're in bed and asleep by 8:30 or 9 p.m. That means by 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., your body has already had 6 to 7 hours of sleep, a full night's rest by most standards. So even though it's still dark outside, your body thinks, "Good morning." This is called circadian advancement, and it's more common than people realize, especially when there's less structure or stimulation in the day. Real-life example. Take Walter, 74, recently retired. He used to have a packed schedule, commuting, meetings, errands. But now his days are quieter. He eats at 5 p.m., watches TV until 7:30, and often nods off during the evening news. By 9 p.m., he's asleep. Then, like clockwork, he wakes at 3 a.m., fully alert and puzzled. It wasn't insomnia, it was routine. How to gently rebalance your sleep-wake rhythm. Add more light in the evening. Dim evenings tell your brain it's bedtime, even if it's only 7 p.m. Solution: use brighter lighting in the living room from 6 to 9 p.m. Consider a full-spectrum lamp if your space is dim. Eat dinner slightly later, if it suits you. A very early dinner can trigger sleepiness too soon. Solution: try eating closer to 6:30 or 7 p.m. and include a small snack around 8:30 if needed to maintain energy overnight. Include light physical or mental activity. After-dinner movement or gentle stimulation keeps your brain and body engaged a little longer. Solution: take a short walk, work on a puzzle, water the plants, or call a friend. Create an evening routine that delays bedtime. Naturally use this window to wind down, but not shut down. Solution: read a book under warm light, listen to calming music, or write in a journal to stretch your bedtime by 30 to 60 minutes. Limit naps or set a nap curfew. Long or late naps can reset your clock too early. Solution: keep naps to 20 to 30 minutes, ideally before 2 p.m. If you feel drowsy in the evening, get up and move around instead of dozing off. Reason 5. Emotional and psychological restlessness. Not all 3 a.m. wake-ups are caused by light, pain, or habits. Sometimes, it's not your body that's restless, it's your mind. As we get older and life slows down, we finally have the space to reflect. But in the stillness of night, that reflection can become more intense. Thoughts that stayed quiet during the day can suddenly rise to the surface. Memories, regrets, grief, unanswered questions, or simply a longing for connection. It's not loud or panicked. It's more like a gentle stirring, a quiet weight in the chest, or a mind that just won't turn off. This is emotional restlessness, and it often shows up when we're least distracted, between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., when the house is dark and the world feels still. Real-life example. Take Gloria, age 80, widowed for 3 years. During the day, she keeps busy, tending to her plants, calling her daughter, watching her favorite game shows. But often, around 3 a.m., she wakes up with her late husband on her mind. She finds herself replaying conversations, remembering holidays, and feeling the quiet of her bedroom in a different way than she does during the day. She's not in pain. She's not afraid. But she feels something, a need to acknowledge what she's carrying in her heart. How to gently soothe emotional restlessness at night. Create a comforting 3 a.m. ritual instead of fighting to fall back asleep immediately. Try having a gentle plan in place. Solution: keep a soft lamp and journal nearby. If you wake up with thoughts, write them down. Even 1 or 2 sentences can help release what's on your mind. Use grounding techniques. Help your mind come back to the present instead of drifting into the past or future. Solution: try slow breathing. Inhale 4 counts, exhale 6. Or name 5 things you can hear, feel, or see to settle your thoughts. Add a meaningful evening ritual before bed. Giving your emotions a quiet outlet before sleep can reduce their intensity at night. Solution: write a short letter to someone you love, even if they've passed. Pray, meditate, or read something uplifting. Listen to gentle audio if your mind is overactive. Soothing sounds can help your thoughts soften. Solution: use a calming playlist or guided meditation specifically designed for nighttime. Talk to someone you trust during the day. Emotional weight grows heavier when we carry it alone. Solution: reach out to a friend, a support group, or a counselor, especially if you're grieving, lonely, or facing a life transition. Final thoughts. What your 3 a.m. wake-ups are really telling you. If you've ever woken up at 3 a.m. and wondered, "What's wrong with me?" I hope this video helped you realize something important. Nothing is wrong. In fact, your body is still working. Your mind is still thinking, and your heart is still feeling. These early wake-ups aren't random. They're signals, sometimes from your hormones, sometimes from your habits, sometimes from your heart. Whether it's a shift in melatonin, a changed sleep schedule, physical discomfort, daily routines, or quiet emotional restlessness. Each reason reminds you that your body and soul are still engaged with life, still adapting, still speaking to you. And the best part? Once you understand the reason behind your early rising, you're no longer stuck in frustration. You can take small, gentle steps to support your sleep and support yourself. So tonight, if you wake up in the quiet, dark hours, don't panic. Breathe. Maybe your body needs a stretch. Maybe your mind needs a moment. Or maybe, just maybe, your heart is asking to be heard. You're not alone. You're growing. You're wise. And you deserve sleep that is just as kind and gentle as you are. Thank you for spending this time with me. If something in this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment below and let me know what stood out and what you'll try for yourself. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need a little more peace at night. Until next time, sleep gently and take good care of yourself. You're doing beautifully.